Few shows are as iconic as Law and Order, and it is back for its 25th season here on NBC. I'm talking with the stars Reed Scott, Maura Tierney. So, Maura, catch us up. Where do we leave off season 24 heading into season 25?
We left season 24. The last episode was a cliffhanger where there was a mystery as to who killed our Vic.
Yeah.
Who perped our Vic.
Who killed the killer?
Who killed the killer.
Yeah.
I was trying to say something like that. Who
I'm
killed the
here for
killer.
it.
And our first episode of season 25 picks up right where that left off. And we need to investigate the case and have to start investigating some of our own, as you would say. You want to elaborate?
You nailed it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're starting to investigate Samantha Maroun, who's, become a close confidant and colleague, and that's very awkward and uncomfortable to do that. But, we, as fans of the show will attest, as detectives, we have no feelings. So we're just gonna, we got to do our job.
Yeah.
This show, 25 years on the air here on NBC. What can you say about being part of this legacy, Reed? Because, there's been so many actors that have portrayed characters in Law and Order, but here you guys are on your second, third seasons of Law and Order.
It's been wild, man. This is a show that so many of my fellow actors, cut their teeth on, got their start on. We were certainly watching the show as fans, because I remember I was, sort of new to this industry when Law and Order was really, really kind of taking over, and to be part of it at this point now, and to be here for its 25th birthday is really very cool.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. Maura, you were a part of The Affair, which was one of my favorite shows when it was. And this kind of reminded me of Law and Order, where it's like part one, part two. And that's kind of what Law and Order is. It's not the different perspectives, but the part one is the investigation. The part two is the trial. And that's what people have come to know this show for. What is it like to be part of that? Obviously, you guys are in the first part. What is that like to be part of a legacy like that as well?
Sometimes we're in the second part.
Right.
Reed's all over this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're in the first part and the second part.
Everywhere.
You were the last one.
I was in the third part as well.
You were in the third.
Did they not tell you about a third part?
I'm not in the third part.
It's really good.
But sometimes we do, the lawyers come to our precinct and we go to the courtroom, which is always nice to sort of mix it up. But yes, essentially what you said is true.
Yes, and you have these great actors alongside you that mix in with those as well. Hugh Dancy, Tony Goldwyn, the person under investigation as well that you guys left that cliffhanger on. Reed, what is it like? You guys are the five tandem now of this Law and Order revolution right now of this season. What is it like to kind of build that camaraderie alongside your actors?
It's great. This cast is incredible, and I feel very lucky to be a part of it.
Same.
Maura and I get to work together a lot in this season, and that's just a blast. And like she was saying, those few times where we do get to sort of overlap with the other side is wonderful, because you're seeing, actors, legendary TV actors kind of at the top of their game.
Yeah.
And it's special. It really is.
Audiences this season are going to learn more about kind of your guys' characters' backstory, your family history, where different characters come back into play or were introduced to them. Maura, what can you kind of preview about your character's story this season?
Not a lot, to be quite honest, because you seem to know more than I do. But apparently, yes, my sons will come back to the show. There was one episode where one of my sons showed up last season, and I was told some backstory about this, but I don't know what they're planning, to be quite honest. So it's not a big secret. It's just this big secret from me.
They don't trust us.
They don't
trust us with these state secrets.
And this show, it's on network television. It has the biggest audience because, it's not subscription service. It's not paid subscription services. It is network TV where you watch it on cable, where you watch it on your antenna, watch it online, however you get it. Reed, what is that like to be part of just a global audience that people can watch at any time, anywhere?
It's interesting. I know a lot of, the shows that I've worked on in the past have been more sort of cable streaming, a little more niche. So to jump to something like this, that, like you said, has this global reach, it's been really humbling and quite flattering too, to hear from fans all over the world and how, they've been watching this show since day one and what the show means to them. It's It's really cool. It's very, very cool.
We're here at 25 years. Maura, do you foresee another 25 years of Law and Order? Obviously, we have the spinoffs as well, but what about the legacy of Law and Order do you hope keeps going?
Well, what I think would be nice is if the show continues to evolve in the way that it's been evolving, which is not radically, but in terms of delving a little more deeply into the characters' personal lives and slightly serializing the show a little bit more, just a little bit. I think that if it continues to do that, it'll be around for a long time.
Audiences will keep watching Law and Order as long as it's on the air. Thursday, September 25th on NBC. Thursdays after that, 8 p.m. Thank you so much, Reed and Maura.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.